There are thousands of DOS games. Most of them are terrible. I play one selected at random with a 20-minute time limit and record it live. This is the result. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another random DOS game show. And this is Wolfpack by Novalogic. Famous for their military flight sims mostly. But yeah, they made a sub-game in like 1990 or so. And it has an awesome theme that I'm talking over the top of. So you are either a sub as pictured, or a destroyer on the surface trying to deal with subs. And there are various wargaming scenarios for you to navigate your craft through in the first-person perspective. And it sort of lives in the shadow of things like Silent Service. But yeah, it's not bad if you know how to play it. The problem is that Lawnie doesn't know how to play it. I gave this a little try beforehand. It was a complete disaster. I love that transition from the shark's eye to the periscope though. And there's the aforementioned destroyer. I mean, it's a really nice sort of combination of a great starting theme and a nice opening cinematic to sort of set the scene, so to speak. Reminds me of Das Boot a little bit, for obvious reasons. If you haven't seen that, go watch it. It's a German sub-film, very, very entertaining. Hours and hours long. Quite the epic. But yes, this is, as I've said before, Wolfpack. And this is the enhanced CD-ROM version from 1994. I think the original game came out around 1990. And yeah, it cuts briefly, and this has an advantage because we've got start mission, we've got a construction set to make your own missions, but we also have a demo mission. So I don't even have to play. So we're being pinged by the destroyer here. What's really cool about Wolfpack is you can actually change which sub you're in charge of. So we're in charge of the U-25, but we're also in charge of the U-83, and you can see the U-25 surface there in front of us, which is kind of neat. So well, we can go and tell the U-25, blow this out of the water. Alright, this is the nice, easy demo mission that is being controlled by the computer. So, as a result, we're not having depth charges, we're not having surface guns. We've just got this random destroyer sitting there, nice and chill. Well, he was. Now he's sunk. And there's nice little animations displaying what you've done in the first person. And you have the option to zoom in and out on that. Yeah, it's a nice little system, so it is. You can see your status and the damage report, and various bits and pieces. It's all in fairly logical position. But it would take an extensive read of the manual to actually figure it all out. I did have a look at the manual myself, and yeah, I mean, I understood a lot of it, but it's pretty heavy going sometimes for somebody who's not into military simulators. So you have the option to turn the scope left and right in order to put yourself in the right position. Then we can zoom in using the periscope, and there's the craft that we want to destroy, and you just arm the torpedoes and away they go. It seems so simple, but when you're in an actual mission, it gets significantly more difficult. In fact, I think I probably will play a mission just to show you that, you know, one false move, one mistake, and you'll be sunk. We also have the surface guns. Deck gun hit on the USS Kidd. Okay. And that's pretty much it. The Kidd's a goner. And we just exit out. Okay, so I'm going to try a mission myself, having observed this, having read the manual. So Bay Day is the first mission. You are to enter a Royal Navy anchorage, where several merchants are waiting to sail. Your wolf pack consists of 3 submarines. Under ordinary circumstances, this should be enough to perform your mission. But beware, there are 3 Allied destroyers protecting the merchants, and they're rumoured to be equipped with the newly discovered active sonar. Do your best, the fatherland depends on you. So these ships have sonar, and we're submarines. So we're at a disadvantage here. A clear disadvantage. So you're set to auto initially, which will take you down into the water, turn your periscope off, and just try and hide you from the destroyers. Because they've got sonar, this is a real problem for us. So if we zoom in on the map will focus on us at the center. You can see the destroyers up to the top right there. You can actually click on them and determine what's what. But it's a bit finicky. So that's the U-154. I think maybe that's ours. Maybe that's a sub. We've got a little radar in the bottom left. And any time that you change one of the dials, it goes from auto to user control temporarily before going back to auto. But you can set user control, like all the time, if you want to control everything. There's a little lever to bring it to 6, but because we're under the water, the periscope's not going to show much. It's destroyers we're up against. So if we actually surface and take a look, you'll see, uh-oh, we're in trouble. Because if we scope right, yep, oh, that was a bad hit. Deck gun hit. Depth charges exploding. So we'll immediately tell the U-25 to submerge. There's no need for it to be... See, I've completely messed up the mission already because... Oh, the U-154 has also been hit. So these guys are armed to the teeth. They're aware that we're here. We've lost the tactical advantage of, the stealth that the subs would have. This is not going to end well. So we're trying desperately to hide at this point. They saw me and they were like, right, we're going to destroy you. So if we look on the map, we're actually quite a distance out. But I think the other subs are in trouble. Damage 46%. So that hit, nearly completely took us out. The U-154 was hit with a hedgehog. Oh, it's sinking. It's done. Well done, Captain DeGen. You lost the U-154. Though I think that may have been us. I think we surfaced with 154, didn't we? We were briefly in control of it. So that leaves us with the U-25 and the U-124. Now the U-124 is still submerged and safe. But, the U-125... I'm not even sure how to get out of this damage screen, to be honest. There probably is a way of going back to the periscope or whatever, but I haven't figured that out. So apologies for that. It's difficult, because with war games and flight sims and things like that, you do need extensive reading of the manual and playtesting. You can also change the timing, like you can in many other games of this nature. So if we turn the timing up, yes, okay, we're done. So a hedgehog hit on the U-25, U-25 sinking. The screen will turn red to indicate, yeah, this sub is doomed. So you should probably switch to a different sub. But yeah, you get the idea with this one. It's an intensely tactical war game involving subs and destroyers. I didn't really get to show the destroyers. Let's finish the game off by surfacing as the U-124, I think. So if we surface, what will happen? Okay, depth charges are already exploding around us. And you can see on the map, there is a destroyer right there. Oh, I think we just surfaced on top of him. Scope right, where is he? Can we launch some torpedoes at him? Right, there he is. Fire all the torpedoes! Oh, well, I mean, we got the kid. It's sinking, but at the expense of us. Yeah, we're going down. Oh no. Oh dear. Possibly the worst playthrough of Wolfpack ever. Yeah, I hope I've sort of given you a little sort of glimpse. You lost. Score 6%. Sailing under you is like having first-class tickets on the Titanic. It's a sad day for the German Navy when the only way a commander like you can hit an enemy ship is by accidentally surfacing beneath it. Yeah, I thought I did that. I thought he was right on top of me. And when I was surfacing, I thought, wait, is he right on top of me or is he beside me? The winner is the surface fleet. So, score submarine 6%, because we did get one of their destroyers. We sank the USS Kidd towards the end there, but they completely wrecked us. And that's a very poor playthrough of Wolfpack. What is it? It's a sub-sim, and it's a very entertaining sub-sim, I have to say. Even though I'm terrible at it, I could see the appeal there. Like, if you've played Silent Service 1 and 2, and you've played some of the other sub-sims, but you haven't come across Wolfpack before, then it's well worth a play. You know, you could probably take a look at that and say to yourself, well, Lawnie couldn't command, a cardboard box, but I could probably command a sub much better than that. And yeah, I strongly encourage you, yes, by all means, take a look at it and see if you can figure it out and do, a lot better than I could at it. Well worth a look for wargaming and sub fans. And if you like me, playing DOS games miserably, it does happen when I come across war games and platformers, unfortunately. Feel free to take a look at the hundreds of other videos on the channel, and if you like what you see there, you can always subscribe. And if you could command a submarine or a destroyer, you're probably one of my commanding patrons or members. Look at those great names. People who choose to reimburse me and watch me sink battleships and submarines for some reason. Wonderful folk. So yeah, obviously Wolfpack is not for me, and it's quite finicky and difficult to figure out initially. There's going to be that learning curve, but once you get over that, I think there's a very good submarine game here that might be worth looking out for if you've played all the usual culprits from the DOS era. Until next time.